but tournament setting has a lot of restrictions to make it fair and balanced. So the fact that one character is able to just do all that just undermines the whole of tournament modes and competitive modes. So it just makes the whole fucking thing completely pointless. And in my eyes, it's basically, you might as well just let people do what they want in tournament mode if you have attacks like that in. I sure as fuck will, because quite honestly, any pretense of, sportsmanship's gone now, and it will be gone until that attack has been nerfed in some way, shape, or form. The augments being broken doesn't bother me quite as much as that, because, you can easily just say, well, I'm not going to take advantage of the exploits, or maybe I'll just have one character that does, but the rest of them will be normal. Maybe I want characters that don't have exploits, it's fine. But then you get shit like this that's just, it makes players be cheap or die. And that's when the game's fucked, in my opinion. I'd say. I mean, I have my problem with projectile spammers and various other things, but compared to this, projectile spammers are actually beatable in comparison. Oh, I see the AI's a little smarter now. Don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, there's no up path, which is kind of annoying. I do like that each stage has more variety in it. That's kind of cool. So I'm pretty sure I've said a few times by now that I'm really looking... Well, I'm not really even looking forward. Looking forward implies that I think it's going to happen one day. But another 3D Rayman in the spirit of like Rayman 2 or 3 is something that I really, really would like to try at least one more time. There is an online... there's an online developed version of Rayman called Mr. Dark, or Revenge of Mr. Dark, which was made in CryEngine. Now, the last time I checked in on that was like 2014 or something, so it could be, might even be earlier than that, it might have been 2012. You fuck. But it could be the case that that will basically be the Rayman 4 that we never got. I'm not holding my breath because... Oh, it's a skull, okay. Because it's kind of like Time Splitters Rewind or Black Mesa. Even if they happen, they take fucking decades to develop. You see, this is one thing that really annoys me about AAA game development, to quote Jim Sterling. And that's like... You get all these studios like the Time Splitters Rewind guys, and the Fallout Project Brazil guys, and the Rayman Mr. Dark guys. And, these developers often know they exist, because usually when they find out that they exist, they send them fucking cease and desist letters for daring to enjoy their products so much that they make a spiritual successor as a mod, or even make their own game, like fan game. But if it was me, I wouldn't be fucking sending cease and desists. I would be asking them, mate, how much money do you need, and what resources do you need to finish this project? And if you could have that from me, would you be willing to give me a cut of the profits once it's sold? That would be my fucking approach if I was any of these companies. Also, they've only got one skull. That's really weird. There's some really weird cuts to these levels. Don't make any sense. But yeah, if I was Bethesda, I wouldn't be fucking sending cease and desists. I would be sending let's talk letters. What can I do for you to make this frankly good project exist? And if I can make your project exist, what could I get a... You know, I wouldn't even ask for that big of a percentage cut. I'd ask for like maybe 10%. Whatever paid off my resources. Because you can't tell me that if someone did provide the resources, that, you know, it wouldn't make the profit, or at least wouldn't break even. I find that hard to believe, especially on a small scale project. The only thing I'd probably demand is, unlike like a Kickstarter, I would say, right, I will provide funding, but you lot need to give me an exact amount of what I need to send for you, so that they don't basically bleed me. I'd say, I will fund you, but you need to tell me how much you need. And I don't know if that's flawed or what, but I personally just love the idea that game developers and publishers use their fucking abundance of resources, like EA and that, to fucking fund these projects and make them exist instead of just killing them outright. I think the best Star Wars games actually came from a time when LucasArts rather, basically just hired out people to make... What am I doing? Sorry. Star Wars games, and then just said, okay, pay us a fee and you can make games. I personally would pay them a fee to make my games, and hopefully it would probably work out really well. Because, you know, like, they always result in things like Black Mesa, or, you know, fuck's sake, Fallout Project Brazil, which are frankly games that I would love to own on console or as official releases. I would pay money for those games. So I did pay money for Black Mesa, even though I had the free version, because A, the paid version was a bit better, and B, probably a bit more importantly, don't know what that does, but I thought I'd press it. Oh fucking hell. I liked the idea of supporting the developers for 10 years of really hard work. I followed that project from when I first heard of it in 2009, and it came out in like 2012, and it was almost fucking surreal. It's kind of funny, Valve initially didn't want the game to be... like, they didn't want people to think that it was an official game. And now they're selling it as, like, not an official game, but they are selling it on Steam right next to the original Half-Life, and Half-Life 2, and all the others, and it is kind of a funny turn of events. But yeah, I legitimately will never understand these fucking games publishers that just basically exist to stifle creativity and kill them. Nintendo do it a lot. Whenever there's a fan game or a mod, if Nintendo find a way to kill it, they will kill it. Or was it Sega? Sounds a lot more like Nintendo than Sega, because Nintendo are fucking weirdos with that shit. Nintendo only really exists to serve scabbers online. Oh, shit. They don't really even care about their own profits. It's just, how can we make it as profitable as possible for scabbers on eBay? Oh, I know. Let's limit stock and then sell items and then let the scabbers buy them all up and then sell them for 4 times what they're worth. That would really help us somehow. Oh, what's that? People are using emulators because we barely stocked our games when they were in print, and now they're no longer in print. Scabbers are buying them all up and selling them for 600 quid each. Oh, that's not on that. No, not having that. Kill the emulators. The scabbers need to be able to scab people as much as possible, damn it. Scalpers need love too, guys. Come on. I'm not sure if scabbers is an acceptable synonym of scalpers, or if that's just a mistake on my part. It sounds right, but I don't know. Sorry if it's not. I think scabbers is like a post-apocalyptic scavenger, and I've just somehow gotten it. Hey, I've just noticed the banner's a Rayman shirt. That's a kind of cool touch. You know, one of my friends had like this cool idea that every Rayman game is kind of contained in its own universe. And if that is a theory we're going to go for the sake of this, then I wonder what universe this takes place in. Like, is this the universe where Rayman didn't fight the pirate? Did he just invite them over for tea and they made peace? I think that's possible in this universe. And then now they're just friends and they all just have a little running racetrack fun time thing going on. Wait, did I do championship on this? You better not fucking shoot me like a cunt. You fucking shot me like a cunt. You fucking twat! I have to admit, this is a better stage than the watered down electric final stage. I can see why they saved this one till last. And it's a cannon that shoots cannonballs at you. The animations in this are also kind of funnier, because they don't just default to the whole classic cartoon squished thing. Oh, also, when I played this on emulator as a kid, because I actually had the full game at one point, but I didn't have a PS1, so I ran it on an emulator. And it was hilarious, because the fucking thing made an awful noise every, like, 30 seconds. That honestly made me want to be sick. Ah! Yep, do that a lot. This is actually easier, because you can actually avoid them and make a lot more progress once you do it. That's cool. That fucking idiot's gonna hit it again, isn't he? shit. If I shot the lum there, I would have been able to swing, but sadly not. But yeah, what universe does this take place in exactly? Is this the universe where it basically worked out okay? Or maybe even the version that the pirates are just a bit rough around the edges, but they're otherwise good guys. Because this can't take place in the Rayman 2 universe. Here's me trying to fucking apply logic to what's basically meant to be a kart game with no story, but okay. But no, I kind of like the idea that this is a universe where everyone just sort of got along. Razorbeard got a wife because, well, he had time to work on building a relationship. Literally. Shit. Because, well, you know, he wasn't too busy trying to enslave everyone. And, and everyone was just happy. Just doing stupid races and shit. For all eternity. They even made more up-to-date pirate henchmen models. Like the Henchman 1000. Even though the pirate henchman has... Henchman 800 pirate henchman has a much slicker design than the Henchman 1000. Or did it take like another like 200 attempts to just give him a hand? Or that newspaper hat, and then they're just like, ah, fuck it, just put a newspaper hat on him, it's fine, don't worry about it. Ugh. Okay, so I've got about 5 minutes before I have to do whatever the shit. Oh, she's called Mrs. Beard in this, not Razor Wife. Doesn't that technically make her Wannabeard's wife as well? That's a bit concerning. Yeah, so Razor Wife has a bit of a different design in this. And also her theme song seems to have changed a little bit. It just skips to my favourite part of it, which I'm all down for. Oh, cannons. Oh, she doesn't do a stupid fly animation anymore, she just does razor beards. Oh. Those things don't have eyes anymore, which makes them a little more unsettling, to be honest. You know, I actually feel like maybe playing Rayman 2 would be a good series. I don't know how people find this series. I've kind of already done it all now, so I'm probably just going to upload it all anyway. But, unless anyone, you know, truly comes out hating it. But as far as I'm concerned or aware, it's going okay. I've got a fair few views on part 2. So far I've only uploaded parts 2 and 1. So... Oh, there's a flower. Oh, shooting it does nothing. I didn't really think it would, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Again, pun not intended, I keep doing that one. It's not a pun, it just sort of happens. A pretty rainbow! In all its PS1 glory! Maybe Ubisoft is at the end of that rainbow, trying to sell us a subscription. I mean, not a subscription. That's really funny as well, that they mocked EA in Assassin's Creed with their Pride and Accomplishment line, but are doing the same shit as EA with that subscription bollocks. It's not a subscription, guys. It's a surprise paywall. I don't know what you'd fucking call a subscription in EA tongue. It's a tribute. That's what it is, guys. It's just a tribute. You only have to pay it if you value your life. I imagine that's how EA and Shao Kahn probably work together. No, it is only tribute. It isn't extortion. It is tribute. It's you saying I love you, Emperor. But they've taken all my stuff. Well, you're saying I love you very much, Emperor. Oh, okay. Seriously, the collector would probably be like, guys, tone it down. Your fucking greed is going to do you in. Also, Razor Wife only has one leg. I'm pretty sure she has two in the PS2 version. Could be wrong, but I swear she does. From what I can tell, she is just a exact clone of, well, not an exact clone, obviously, but she's a clone of Razorbeard in this one. I mean, that's the impression I get just by looking at her model. The fact that her hair comes off when she moves as well says it. It's not supposed to. It doesn't on the PS2 version. So my theory is that it's her hat, the buck tee for the beard, and the body is actually just his dungarees repainted to look vaguely like a dress. Oops. It's been over 10 minutes, but only by a minute, so that's fine. I promised I'd go down 10 minutes ago. But that's okay, because I've got this. You know, even though this looks different, I'm still getting fucking flashbacks. Like, traumatic flashbacks. To doing lums on 1,000 waterfalls. I'm gonna have to do lums on this one as well. That'll be fun. Help me. Yeah, she's definitely a Razorbeard knockoff. Oh, I unlocked a new character, Globette, who I believe... What the fuck? Chubby. Okay. Perverse. I thought it said pervert, then I was like, Henchman 800's a pervert? I didn't know that. Again, the PS2 version of this was so much better. You know, the one that they actually showed you, not the, Part 1 Ubisoft. So yeah, that's Rayman Rush, apparently. I was just going to do the rest of it, still am. But that's up to the main credits. I'll just do that thing I was going to do. End of credits. There we go. So yeah, that was apparently Rayman Rush. I've completed the game, everyone. I don't have to do the rest. I'm gonna do the rest. Maybe not right now, but I will do them as soon as I come back.
Welche neugierig heb abbrechen.